Hello, friends. Hi, everyone. This is Attorney Marina Shepelsky doing immigration law all over the United States, but our office is in New York, in Brooklyn, and in Manhattan. Coming to you live as I do on Wednesdays for our show. We're going to discuss what's going on with immigration news because there's a lot going on. We're going to discuss changes in processes. We're going to discuss everything that has to do with immigration law, and I will answer your questions. This is attorney advertising. It is not meant to be any kind of legal advice. If you need anything specific for your case, if you want me to give you advice, you have to make a consultation with our office. Call our office. My information is on the bottom of the screen, and we can help. About myself, just for new people joining us who've never done this and watched me before, I'm Marina Shepelsky, and I've been doing, practicing, I should say, immigration law for the last 22 years. I'm an attorney for 23 years. Let me know where you're watching me from. Please put it in the comments and let me know if you can hear me and see me, right? Good morning to Josiah. All right. Give me a second. I'm going to connect my let me connect my comments on Instagram. I was on vacation last week and I'm a little bit discombobulated. Amar Andy wants to know our consultation price. I usually don't discuss these publicly, but if you just go on the website and click on schedule appointment, all the prices are right there. Josiah says, good morning from Fargo, North Dakota. I don't think I've ever had somebody watch. Thanks for letting me know. Uh, all right. If you'd like to schedule a consultation anytime during the show, just go to our website, shepelskylaw.com, and I'll be able to see you whenever you schedule your consultation. Plus, we have other people who are cheaper, attorneys in our office, and just as good as me because they've been practicing with me for a long time. So we're here for you. Good morning. Good morning. So, as I said, I've been practicing immigration law for 22 years, but the things that are happening right now are very unique. I'm an immigrant too, so like all this stuff really affects me as well. And I worry just like you guys about what's going on with the state of immigration. Every day is something new. Well, yesterday I did a blog about this, so you can find it on our website. But let's discuss before I start the news, and this discussion will include the news. Okay, what are the 7 groups I came up with categorizing 7 groups of immigrants who are at most at risk right now for getting ICE arrested and deported? And while I'm talking, I don't want this to be like a one-sided thing. I want to talk to you guys. I'll be giving you shout outs. Tell me where you're watching me from, and if you can hear me, if everything is good, let me know. Say hi to Ashua Shu 5772. Good morning. Mr. Golfman, Tayagi, good morning. Dogra 3157 from India. Hello. Jorginho 19115. Hi, Marina. Hello. Hi, everyone. I have the Instagram comments here on the screen, so if I'm looking down, don't think I'm weird. I actually have a big screen because I'm blind, so instead of looking at the phone like this, I'm looking at my screen and saying hello to you guys. And for my people on Facebook and YouTube, good morning from the Bronx to MH Hussein. I'll get back to you with the question answer. Veronica is watching from New Jersey. Hello and thank you so much. Watching from Utah is Jolivia. Hi from Texas, from Collins. All right. So here are the 7 groups of immigrants most at risk, risking the most of getting ICE arrest detention, and expedited quick deportation. Group number one, anybody who gets a criminal arrest in US today, even if you don't get convicted, even if it gets dismissed or they decline to prosecute, ICE is going to detain you. If you don't have status, if you're undocumented, they will keep you and they will put you in expedited, detained deportation. They are arguing right now that people who cross the border should not even be eligible for a bond. So they will keep you in immigration jail as you're going through this deportation process. And if you get denied, they will deport you immediately. Group two, anybody that has an order of removal. So if you have an old deportation and they grab you somewhere, even if you have like a pending appeal, pending VAWA, U visa, or T visa, they will probably arrest you. Now, at that point, once they detain you, they're going to have the legal department look into whether you should stay here and wait here for your U visa or whatever, or if you should be deported. So the criminal arrest people and anybody with an old order of deportation are at like the highest group of risk. So I put them right on top. Next, group three is recent border crossers, people who recently crossed the border under Biden. They went to the border and asked for asylum. They went to the border through CBP 1. Those people are in danger because you don't have, many of them don't have status. Even if you had initially parole, it's probably expired, so you don't have status. Group four is anybody from Haiti, Venezuela, or Nicaragua. For some reason, these groups of people have the most danger if they stop you. They're not you have TPS still, and TPS is going to expire. Do not do it very much today. Group five, anybody who came with a visa but overstayed or violated the visa, or like if you went to school, you're not in school anymore. So the students visa is no more. So if you overstayed your visa or violated visa conditions, you have priority to arrest and removal. By the way, another piece of news used to have under Biden a priority list for arrest and removal. So of course, people with arrests, people with deportations who are high on the level of arrest with conviction, they used to be high on the priority list. But as of right now, there's no more priority list. Anybody's game, they told us. We went to a meeting with ICE here in New Jersey. I met with work ICE along with other lawyers like myself. And they said no more priority, like who is the most, who we're gonna let go. We have to arrest anybody without papers. The sixth group is anybody who entered under the Biden parole, that Cuba, Nicaragua, Haiti, Venezuela parole, to wait here for like the I-130. People who are about to have their TPS expired, they also at risk because they know where you live and they know your status is about to expire. So you are easy targets. And number seven, farm workers, immigrant workers in like restaurants, hospitality, and street vendors. If you recognize yourself or like a family member or loved ones in any of these groups that I mentioned, time is very important. Call us today for consultation on number 718-769-6352. We'll think of a good strategy to help you. People on YouTube, let me know if you can hear me. The problem is with this microphone, it interferes with the camera microphone, and there's like a bad sound. But if you watch this in recording later, it will be fine. And let me know if you can hear me on Instagram. All right, all right. Hello from Mr. Golfman from India, but living in Saudi Arabia. Uh, all right. Okay, so that's the most important thing that I wanted to discuss with you guys. What are the seven most at risk to ICE deportation and like arrest. Let me know if you guys think, after listening, if I missed anything. Do you think should be another group of people that I should add to this list? What else? So there was a change with the Child Status Protection Act. Um, I'm gonna read it to you in a second. So USCIS updated their policy on the Child Status Protection Act. That's a law that talks about like the age of children, how they stay in the child status when there's like a family petition or employment petition for the parent and they're included. So they updated their policy uh, and they said that an unmarried alien child must be under 21 to get a green card in the United States based on their parents' approved petition or diversity visa. If they turn 21 and age out through the process, they will generally no longer be eligible to immigrate based on their parents' petition. Certain categories are protected by the Child Status Protection Act, and here's where it becomes different. If you apply for a green card under a family sponsored employment based on diversity visa, you need to get the green card within 1 year of when the visa becomes available to benefit from the age calculation. So if you're going to try to do it later, this Child Protection Act no longer protects you. That's the news about that. Basically, there's a new Board of Immigration Appeals case that came out this week that says if you have a private lawyer, you're not going to be able to file for free, even if you're low income. Like they don't care if you have the money to hire a lawyer, you should pay the government's fee. So the fee waivers, in many cases, are no longer available to people. So you're not going to be able to file for free. Also, if you show 0, 0, 0, where the fee waiver form has to do with your income, they're going to deny the fee waiver, pay the full price. So that's the news this week. You all know there's been changes to the government fees due to the One Big Beautiful Act or the Budget Reconciliation Act, some people are calling it. And I posted the new table of fees. Also, you can just go to the USCIS website and look up the fees. I think I've talked about this before, but just to emphasize, the application for asylum now is $100. And if you want to file for the quicker work permit, when you are waiting for asylum after 150 days, there's going to be a $550 filing fee for the work permit for people filing for asylum if they're filing under the ABC class action membership, which is much quicker than usual. If you want to do it for free, you can, but you're going to wait like almost a year. Uh, they're saying now that anybody who is not status but files for a spouse petition would be placed now in removal proceedings. So once you file the I-130 and I-485 and you don't have status, they will place you in deportation proceedings and you will have to deal with the court. And just in case if you're denied, they will try to deport you now. That's a major change. I'm going to record a video about this today. That targets a major pathway, a very commonly used way for natural, getting citizenship. A lot of people will be here, like let's say, unlawfully overstay the visa for 12 years, 13 years. They meet somebody who's a citizen, and they get married. If they get married and they file, they will be placed in removal proceedings. while their case is going through USCIS. So there's that. And that came out on August 6th. And I'm yet to do video because I was on vacation, but I will now. So that's a new thing that's coming up. Let me get to your question. I already have a lot. I'm going on YouTube. I have a TVs affecting. I have a couple of dismissed charges for violating restraining order. They asked me, I guess USCIS, for criminal court dispositions. I have the dismissal disposition. I have the dispositions from criminal court ready. Do you think they will approve me? It looks like yes, as long as you didn't lie about it, you should be able to get approved. Yasser Faoud says, hi, what are the restrictions that can affect diversity lottery winners from getting their green card? Lying, overstaying your status. But the worst part sometimes is nothing to do with you. The worst part is when they just never reach your number that you won because they can only do so many cases a year and they never reach yours. You lose your chance of a green card. MG Hussein says, good morning from the Bronx. My I-35 green card application based on VAWA approved is now almost 14 months. The judge terminated my removal case order from the PIA. I think that this will affect him. Like the thing I just spoke about, how people who are on status and file their spouse petition, he will be affected. It doesn't look like that because you don't have the I-130 petition. You have the I-260 approved, and when you get VAWA approved, you get deferred action, which means you're free from being deported when your VAWA is approved. You should be fine, I think. Hello from Lisa Gamer. She's from Michigan. Hello. Kuldeep Patil says, I have a pending asylum last 8 months. Okay. Julian says, my work permit in the C9 category for adjustment of status was outside of normal processing time. I did a case inquiry. How soon before they'll reply? Usually up to like 45 days. Veronica is from New Jersey. Very nice. Thank you. Um, Veronica says, I have full, like you mentioned, I have a check-in with ICE every 6 months. As long as they have my TV depending, they leave me alone. Good, good. So if you have a TV, see, so they might arrest you or detain you or do the check-in, but they don't touch you. They wait for you to be approved. Farah John says, good morning, Jim Marina. My husband came to U.S. 1.5 years ago, but we're married 3 years already. Can he apply for citizenship? Uh, it looks like he has his green card for 1.5 years. He needs to wait to have his green card for 3 years. Usually, people in a marriage to a U.S. citizen have to wait 3 years of having a green card. So you have to have a green card for a full 3 years before you can get citizenship. Ahmed says, this is on YouTube. My parents are green card holders. Can they come after 6 months but in less than a year? They have two sons living in the US. Can that be a tie for? I'm not sure what you're asking. Probably better off call us for a consultation. Not sure what you're asking. Sorry. All right. Ramon San, please. 1313 says, can we help me with my I-130? Sure. Make an appointment with us. Call 718-769-6352 and we can help. Zlatano Vaxo says, these days, how long does it take to reverse notice letter from USAS after applying for VAWA? Receipt notice. The receipt could take up to 4 months now for VAWA. From 3-4 weeks up to 4, maybe even 5 months. Baria says, good evening. Myself, Ramji Maria from India. I was looking for a job. I didn't know. We don't offer jobs in America, by the way. I talk about work visas, but we don't sponsor people. You need to have an employer to hire you, and we just do the paperwork. The USA Life says people who filed to adjust status after having overstayed their visa, will they be now subject to this new removal procedure, or is this week? I applied for VAWA in 2023, overstayed. So anybody with VAWA, I don't think this is going to affect. This is only going to affect people filing for I-130 marriage. Virginia says my VAWA case is pending almost 3 years. Do I have a risk of deportation? Right now, I feel like everyone is under risk of deportation, but if you don't have arrest or anything like that, I think they'll probably leave you alone. Or like our friend Veronica on YouTube, they might make you do check-ins with ICE, but they're not going to touch you. All right. I think that's all I wanted to do today. Thank you guys so much. I'm sorry for the sound if you're watching me on Facebook or YouTube. If you'd like to watch this in recording, this will be up there on my channel, so you could just watch it calmly in recording, and there will be no sound problems. Thank you so much. I really appreciate everybody watching. Brian says, "Have a good day." Have a good day to Brian. Mwah. See you in 2 weeks, guys. Take care. Bye.